Warning, this video is not targeted to kids and may be inappropriate to younger audiences. Your discretion is advised. Hello, dudes and dudettes. It's your favorite Reject Gamer Mix 17 here, and yeah, here we are. We are back in Minecraft. And yes, this is in fact another Minecraft lesson. Man, I haven't done one of these since back in October of last year, 2019. As for the exact date, I can't remember. I think it was like the 29th. I just tried to look it up, and, well, whatever. Anywho, and as based off the title, I think I named it something. I think I'm going to name it something like along the lines of Noteblock sounds or Noteblock combinations, one of those two. And basically, that could sound a little confusing. Well, or not. Who knows? But basically, I just spent about maybe the past 2 hours because I ended up going back to this world thinking, what lesson should I do? Because I want to upload a video today due to the fact that I cannot do Uncharted at the moment since, well, I'm struggling at one mission. So until I get that, no Uncharted. I think that's a good thing for some and a bad thing for others. Who cares though? Anywho, like I was trying to say, I ended up spending the past 2 hours using every single block that I can use to see which ones make a specific sound towards note blocks, which are these little devices here that make sounds like these. And as you can see, I made well, in an impressive 3 rows, actually mostly 2 really, and then some. Anywho, beyond that, however, I shall get started. So, note blocks are, of course, very interesting little bits of design that Mojang ended up throwing in like a long time ago. And I used to have a note block rows over there. I think you can still see part of the. Yep, there it is. You could still see part of where the old note block thing used to be. It wasn't as specific as this, and it wasn't as up to date. This is as of up to date to Minecraft 1 point something. Oh yeah, I'm a Steve, by the way. I lost my skin. What update is this again? It's like update 1 point. Well, either ways, it's past the Nether update. That I can say for a fact. It is past another update. A few bugs have been thrown. A few bug fixes have been patched up and stuff. So it's just after the Nether update, and well, yeah, I'm gonna go over everything. So the note block that I'm gonna start off here is the one that makes well, these sounds. And I think I'm about to go all the way around. And I guess I would consider this like the wood category. I don't know if that's like the proper term to put it under, because, well, a lot of this is actually mostly wood. Starting off, we have, of course, wooden planks, even the newest ones, wooden fences, well, wooden fence gates, wooden stairs, don't mind this, that's just a marking, logs, stripped logs, including complete logged woods. I know you can't really see it very well, but that's actually a full-on log block, Jesus, including the stripped version of it. I think that's how you pronounce it. I can't remember. Hold on. Dang it, wrong button. There we go. Yeah, I guess you can call it stripped. Alright, planks, and yes, even some of the bizarre ones, such as, well, what are they called? Doors, trap doors, the newest type of wood introduced with the new Nether update, of course, being the warped and crimson stem. I got of course, the stem, the stripped stem, the stem block, and then stripped stem block, honey block. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's another note block. Yep. Let's see. I got myself crafting table. I believe this one's supposed to be the cartography. I have no clue how you pronounce it, and sadly, it's very annoying. Anywho, a few of the other crafting stations. This one being the handmade honey block, honey hive. There we go, or beehive. There we go. That's what it's called. Bookshelf, lectern, composer. I can't pronounce it. I can't remember what it's called. Chest, trap chest, barrels. I think this is the music or jukebox. Whoops. Wooden pressure plate, specifically wooden pressure plate. I forgot to throw in all the other pressure plates, sadly. Specifically wooden. Keep that in mind. This I can't remember what these are called again. Daylight sensor, there we go. Daylight sensors, the loom, there we go, and of course all wooden, keep in mind I said wooden, buttons. I have to repeat myself with those ones because I sadly didn't show off those ones. And they all make the same sound. As for what sound this is, I can't entirely be 100% sure. I'm not much of a music person to know what the notes are, which is kind of a disappointment. Here, under stone category, that I'll call it, of course, sounds like this. And I think I'm about to reach around. Basically, it's just, of course, stone, some of the ore blocks, the nether quartz ore, that's of course found in nether, gold nugget ore, yeah, that's found in nether. This here is the ancient debris, granite, wait, andesite, granite, wait no, granite, diorite, and denisonite. I cannot pronounce the names very well. I think this is the black stone, which is also introduced into the newest nether update. The smooth versions of those stones, including that one. Brick. This is chiseled nether brick. I think this is also, no, not chiseled. It's quartz stone brick. Stone brick, moss stone brick, cracked stone brick, chiseled stone brick, end stone brick, prismarine brick, or prismarine block, one of those two, black stone, brick, cracked stone, black stone brick. I honestly don't remember what these things are called. Gilded black stone, chiseled black stone, cobblestone, there we go. I'm trying to remember what these things are called. Mossy cobblestone, smooth cobblestone, sandstone, chiseled sandstone, smooth sandstone, yeah, or smooth sandstone, one of those two. Same thing with the red sand. I just noticed there's an awesome design on that. Quartz block, pillar quartz block, chiseled quartz block, and this one being smooth quartz block. Prismarine block, dark prismarine block, nether brick. Okay, that was mentioned somewhere. This is the red nether brick, and these three look all the same only because of the fact that, well, sadly, I knew this was going to happen, but I just did it anyway, just so I can remember. This is actually netherrack, along with the one of the newer biome blocks. Here we go. Warped nymph. I can't pronounce it very well. And crimson, I'm not going to try to pronounce that. But basically, when something's on top of them, they disappear, sadly. This one's the basalt, smooth basalt. This one's the lodestone. This is concrete block, the whole rainbow. And then this here is the start of terracotta with the whole rainbow. And then the, what are they called? Glazed terracotta. The whole rainbow. What are they called? Per block. I swear that's weird to say. Like the pillar. Per pillar. I swear, that is weird to say. Cobblestone wall, multi-cobblestone wall, and basically all the wall variations of course, the stone. Of a lot of the stones that, well, we just went over. Even some of the nether brick fence gate. Some of the stairs here. The stair variations, I mean. Alongside with the slabs. And all the way down here is, of course, even though it's unobtainable, or very difficult to obtain, is if the spawners. Obsidian, crying obsidian, bedrock, which of course is sadly unobtainable to some degree. What's it called? Magma block, in stone. The coral blocks, which neat little trick I did here. Dead coral blocks. Furnace, blast furnace, smoker, respawn anchor, enchanting table, ender chest, the stone cutter, even though this is unobtainable, but still a little thing to know about. The end portal, the stone pressure plate, black stone pressure plate, the observer, the dispenser and dropper. I can't remember which one's which based off their own appearance. I think this one's supposed to be the dropper. Nope, this is supposed to be the dispenser. And of course the stone button. Moving on from that, I swear these three are basically like the mega list, but the stone category and I'm gonna call this one the nature category is insanely long. The reason why I call this nature is because it's mostly kind of weird or whatever. But basically this one here makes this sound. Sounds pretty nice, to be honest. Of course, with the same situation as the netherrack thing, this is actually supposed to be dirt, grass, path block, and mycelium, alongside with podzol and coarse dirt. We got cactus, and of course, as you know, cactus is quite annoying, so nothing can be next to it. This is block of coal. That is a block of dried kelp. Block of diamonds. Block of lapis lazuli. Iron door. Iron trap door. Slime block. Honey block. Target block. And this, these two here, actually these three here, I mean to say, is the newest addition with the Nether update, and it's part of the trees that grow in the Nether, I guess you can call them, which is the Nether warped block, warped wart block, and shroomlight. Interesting thing when it comes to the shroomlight, by the way. What's it called? Next up is iron gate fence, I think it's called. Or no, yeah, I think that's what it is. Chain. This one is the heavily expensive block of netherite. Carpet of all color. Carpet of all color, specifically carpet. The leaves, every single one of them. Saplings, even. Oh, this one, right. This one is just, like, specifically air. I guess you can call this sound specifically as the true sound for note blocks, but, you know. On top of the berries, melons, and these two, don't get them mixed up. This one is a jack-o'-lantern. I think it even shows it right here. Yes, a jack-o'-lantern and a carved pumpkin. Keep that in mind for later on in the future. You might be able to even see it there. Oh, right. This here is a ladder. I forgot about that. I think I have another one somewhere, something else like that in the far future or something. Anywho, moving on past that, we also got some of the grass, tall grass, this stuff that grows in the nether called nether sprouts. I'm not even kidding. Water. Even though anything underwater, such as sea pickles, kelp, seaweed, any of that, it's all under basically the underwater category, so basically it just goes down to water. Next up being the these two, the crimson roots and warped roots that grow within the nether. Yellow actually no, it's not called a yellow flower. It used to be called something else. Now it's called dandelion, roses, I think. No, poppy, blue orchid, and basically a bunch of the flowers, because I swear to God, they changed the names and now it's all sorts of crazy. Even the withered rose. I just went to a crazy point of view. I also threw in, of course, this here. What's it called? The cocoa beans, because yeah, that's something else that technically can be this thing can be on top of. Vines, that's the thing I was talking about back there with the same thing as the ladders. Even the hanging weeping vines, which is also in the nether. This here, the twisting vines, I mean. Lily pads, which kind of makes sense to be honest. Dead bush, bamboo sapling, snow, ice, and I think this is blue ice if I'm not mistaken. Yes, keep that in mind for the later future. Snow, both mushrooms, both fungus that are also found in the nether. What's it called? This one is sugarcane. I can't remember why I blank-minded there. Webs. What's this thing called again? Eggs. Sea turtle eggs. This one is the nether wart. These two crazy things, which is of course the chorus flower and the chorus plant. Plant. Wet sponge, dried sponge, cake, shulker boxes of all colors, even the default one. Beds of all colors. A redstone lamp. A torch. What are these called again? They're like soul torch. Lantern, soul lantern, campfire, soul campfire. Brewing stand, anvils, both fixed, slightly broken, very broken, grindstone, cauldron, pot, the mob heads, the bell, the conduit, if I'm not mistaken, the end rod, what are these things called again? Signs, there we go. Signs of all types of wood, lever, the redstone torch, rails of all type, gold pressure plate and iron pressure plate, redstone repeater, redstone comparator, there we go. I couldn't remember. I don't use that thing very often. Redstone block, hopper, both pistons, TNT, and that is it that make this noise. Very beautiful noise, which is of course why I like to call the true sound. Anywho, moving on past that. Moving on now. All the way back here is basically what I like to call the sand, or sandy powder, I guess. Fine. There we go. The fine note. That's what I'll call it. And basically it's just composed of sand, soul sand, and of course all the colors of the gunpowder, which make this sound. So yeah, you could probably make something out of that. And yeah, that's it. It's a very short one. This one, however, is interesting. Yeah, that's it. I'm not even kidding. It's a little interesting with that one. I'm not entirely sure how to explain it very well, but basically it's all glass, even default glass blocks, glass panes, including default one. And lastly, these two, which is the sea lantern and the beacon. Whyever you would like to do that, I don't know. Moving on past that is this really confusing one. It looks like stone. It's not stone. This is actually what I knew it used to be called, which was in fact silverfish stone, but now it's called infested stone, which is where silverfish like to hide in. And basically it makes this very interesting sound, which didn't make before. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. And that also includes block of clay and honeycomb block. But yeah, keep in mind, ever since I actually started doing this all up to date, uh, now, a lot of these blocks were not as they were before. They've changed, and I don't mind because they added more sounds, which we will reach. This is the mushroom blocks, all of them, and they make this sound. Yeah, I had to listen very carefully because I'm like, I do not want to make a mistake, and yeah, this kept throwing me off with that one. This one is compact ice. Now, compact ice and gold are I think are pretty close, but you can probably tell the difference. Gold, the sound, every single ding, I guess you can call them, ends quickly, suddenly. This one kind of lingers on just a tad bit if you listen carefully. See? Moving on, we got iron, which used to sound exactly like the stone category, but now is just its own thing. Quartz, no, emerald block, which also used to sound different before, now sounds like this. You could probably make like something like Pac-Man or Atari, anything from the Atari. I meant with that, but who knows? Glowstone, which of course also used to sound different. Very different. I forgot how loud that was to some degree. Hay bale, which also sound different before. Which I must admit, I like that a bit. This one I think is bone. Yes, bone block. And this is what it sounds like. This had always sounded different. Yeah, it almost sounds similar to another one, but there is actually something very distinctive about that one specifically. Wool, which I forgot to throw in the rest of the wool, but I know I can definitely say for a fact that this wool, along with all the rest of the wool, sound exactly the same, which is just this. So yeah, not bad. Next up, we got soul sand, which used to sound different as well, but looks like they switched it out for something else. Wait, is this even called soul sand anymore? Yeah, it is. Good. There you go. That's exactly what it sounds like now. And finally, pumpkin. I'm not even kidding. Pumpkin threw me off so much. I thought it was going to sound exactly the same thing as its others, but nope. And yeah, there you go. Now then, I'm more than likely, if anything, I ended up putting down on the very beginning of the video, somewhere before I even began this whole presentation, I ended up saying how I was going to, I ended up putting down something in editing saying, skip to here in order for you to see the actual things. So for those who didn't want to see every single combination that this thing basically provides you, here's the simplified version for anyone who was curious. Wood or planks, basically something very cheap like this, make this sound. Stone makes this sound. Dirt makes this sound. Sand makes this sound. Glass does this. I mean, then again, infested stone isn't actually simple to get, so either honeycomb block or block of clay will do this. Mushroom blocks will do this. Compact ice would make this sound. Gold will make this sound. Iron will make this. Block of emerald will do this. Glowstone will do this. Hay bale will do this. Bone block will make this sound. Wool of any color will make this sound. Soul sand will make this sound. And finally, pumpkin will make this sound. And that is basically it. The simplified version, and then the whole video as two options if you skipped or if you did not skip. So yeah, any unfortunate souls that had to go through this whole thing, congratulations. You're basically awesome. Anyone else? Well, you definitely tried. Other than that, though, that is basically it when it comes to the sound combinations, when it comes to note blocks. And from here on, I will of course keep this a little bit more up to date. And yeah, we'll see from there. And of course, again, this is probably going to be like, think of them as filler episodes until I pass the mission for Uncharted. And of course, I'll be uploading that video, and I might take a small break from Uncharted afterwards, because I got one more game after that. Anywho, thank you everyone for joining me in this Minecraft lesson. It feels great to do a Minecraft video after 9 months of not doing a Minecraft lesson video. That is insane. Hopefully the next episode will be very soon that I do another Minecraft lesson, and that is about it. Thank you everyone, and I will see you all in the next episode. In the next episode, I mean. Goodbye.